Participants appreciate organizers of Anambra Shine the Light reality TV show. Vice President Shatima decorates new acting customs chief. And on the foreign scenes, Australia sends a military package to Ukraine. Before the news in detail, here's a special message. Governor Chukwuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. Good morning. My name is Uchechukwu Ebonam. Anambra State Deputy Governor Dr. Yekachukwu Ibezim has reassured that the Professor Chukwuma Soludo's administration is poised to revitalize the sports sector of the state as part of efforts towards improving the state's economy. Deputy Governor Ibezim said this at the grand finale of the Anambra Sports Solution Festival held at Oka Township Stadium. Government House correspondent Emmanuel Okonkwo tells us more.
Vision High School, Nnewi North, Ide Secondary School, Enugu, Njikoka, local government area, and Rosa Mystica Girls, Agolo, respectively took overall first, second, and third positions, smiling home with checks of 1.5 million naira, 1 million naira, and 500,000 naira. Washington Memorial Grammar School, Onitsha. Uncle Ralph the Great Academy, respectively, came first in under 17 and 13 football. Bishop Crowder Seminary School, Oka, and Anglican Girls Secondary School, Onitsha, came first in male and female cricket, among other winners. The Deputy Governor, who noted that the sports sector is one of the major pillars of the present administration, said the sector will be revived and positioned in a way to attract sports lovers from across the globe, thereby increasing the gross domestic product of the state and as well showcasing the sports talents in the state to the world. Dr. Ibezim, while identifying the lucrativeness and benefits of the sports, encouraged students in the state to, apart from their course of study, to embrace sports, as according to him, sports can make one rich and also contributes to longevity.
The governor came with a full bank in all areas of life on the Anambra. Sports being one of the pillars, sports development, starting from the youth, the world level. He says it every day that this sports development has to be a bottom-up approach.
In a remark, the chairman, Anambra Sports Commission, Mr. Estate Onyedum, explained that over 600 schools registered for the Solution School Sports Festival, which kicked off on the 17th of May 2023 and featured football, basketball, volleyball, table tennis, chess, taekwondo, swimming, Scrabble, and cricket, among others, revealing that outstanding athletes in the competition will represent Anambra State at the upcoming National Sports Festival in September this year.
Outstanding students, athletes for this competition will go on to represent Anambra at the upcoming National Youth Games, which we hold in September this year.
In an interview, the Transition Committee Chairman for Anocha Local Government Area, Chief Gerard Ozo, while commending Professor Chukwuma Soludo for meaningfully engaging the youths through the sports sector, observed that when the youths are engaged, crime and criminality will reduce drastically and the society will be a better place to live in, even as he recommended that the state government should sustain the Anambra Sports Solution Initiative in the interest of the state and the teeming youth.
The state government must continue to do this exercise. After this year, let them do more programs, because you can see that our people appreciate it. The stadium is full to the capacity. A lot of people are here to witness what happens. So, more and more investment in the sports ministry. We keep the youth out of crime.
The coach of Vision High School, Nnewi North LGA, Mr. Godwin Bakam, and the Ide Secondary School, Enugu Njikoka LGA, Mr. Bethel Odionye, whose schools respectively took secondary schools overall first and second positions in a competition, thanked God for giving them victory and promised to prepare their teams the more for future local, national, and international competitions. The event featured presentations of medals, prizes, and trophies to the athletes by Deputy Governor Ibezim. From Oka Township Stadium, I am Emmanuel Okonkwo reporting for ABS News.
The first stage of screening process for the maiden edition of Anambra Shine the Light reality TV show has been concluded, with participants appreciating the organizers for the platform to showcase and harness their talents. Correspondent Kenechukwu Chukwude found the report.
Participants who turned out in their number for the third day of the screening displayed various talents such as dancing, singing, acting, and other entertaining crafts. The managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Sachido Obidiegu, emphasized that the reality television show is a platform to showcase and nurture talents that abound in Anambra State, in line with the state government's efforts in providing skills for youths while also showcasing the rich cultural heritage in the communities. Sachido called on well-meaning Anambra to be part of the show in order to support the youth and help the state develop.
We saw that vacuum and we felt that there's a need to fill that gap in Anambra State. We tried to provide a platform for especially the youth of Anambra to express themselves, to have an unusual platform, to express themselves. So essentially that's what you're seeing here. And as the MD of ABS today, this is part of, my legacy, project.
The director of programs of ABS, Mrs. Nneka Ehunife, revealed that those who passed the audition stage will still undergo 3 more elimination stages for the eventual winner to emerge after 60 days of being at the reality TV show house. Nollywood veteran actor Chief Amechi Monago expressed joy for the level of talent on display at the audition, which he emphasized that the reality TV show is a good platform to discover new talents, which will fill the gap for emerging Nollywood entertainment industry.
Well, this one is a good one. I want to believe that a lot is to be achieved. The organizers, they've done well.
Some of the judges, a veteran Nollywood actor, Prince Uche Ndigwe, and Miss Sandra Abba, noted that talents abound in the state, and the reality TV show provides a veritable platform to showcase and harness such talents, advising participants who scaled through the auditioning to go sharpen their talents for the show.
For the past 4 days, Anambra State with a lot of talents.
Nice platform because we are able to see a lot of persons, a lot of youths, not just in Anambra State, some youths who came from outside Anambra State to showcase their talent.
A dancer who got a yes from the judges, Mr. Ifeanyi Chukwuma, and Miss Chiamaka Akubike, who also got a yes from the judges for her singing, expressed happiness in the reality TV show and noted that they will be the eventual winners.
The only thing wrong than being blind is having sight with no vision, says a visually impaired author, Mr. Chinemeze Austin, when he paid a custom visit to the managing director of Anambra Broadcasting Service, ABS, Chido Vidego. Correspondent Blessing Dennis was there and now reports.
Mr. Austin, who hails from Umuoba Nam, Anambra East Local Government Area in Anambra State, is the author of the book Transformation of Mathematics for Senior Secondary School, published in 2021. The book is designed to give students a breath of fresh air in mathematics. The author, who obtained a Bachelor and Master of Science degrees in mathematics from the University of Maiduguri, is said to use his book to simplify difficulties students encounter in studying mathematics with the aid of simplified illustration and examples. Narrating his ordeal, Mr. Austin said that the textbook took him 10 years to produce, saying that he lost his sight while writing chapter 29 of the textbook, but that with the spirit of mathematics and need to cater for the academic needs of students, he completed the book despite his sight problem. He said that he lost his sight due to intense pressure from the computer while editing the book. The mathematician appealed to lovers of education, people in government, public-spirited individuals, and well-meaning Nigerians to assist him in restoring his sight through surgery.
Because this is where the solution lies. We're talking about the mantra solution is here. So with this mathematics, there will be no more failure in mathematics as far as Anambra State and Nigeria is concerned. My sight can be restored or rejuvenated by surgery. So please, I am appealing passionately to lovers of education, the power brokers, people in government. You will help me, give me financial succor for me to restore my sight through surgery.
Responding, the ABS boss, Sachido, described Mr. Austin as an intellectual guru who has so much to give to the society, emphasizing that Nigeria has a way of coming to the end of the vulnerable because they believe so much in humanity. He joined his voice to call on the public to support Mr. Austin, expressing optimism when he regains his sight, he will do more by writing other books that will benefit students and Nigerians at large.
You know, an intellectual of his bent would have so much more to give to this society. I want to believe that when he regains his sight, he will do more other books. You know, he will publish, he will write and publish more books which will benefit our children and even our children unborn.
From ABS Corporate Headquarters in Oka, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
Nigeria's major challenge is psychological, and just one good people-oriented policy could change the trajectory of her development, reduce the incidence of substance use disorders, and address the rising cases of mental health challenges in the country. This was the aggregate of views of speakers at the Continuing Education and Training Workshop organized by the National Association of Clinical Psychologists, NACP, for their members in Oka. Correspondent David Bokwasili has the report.
The workshop, hosted by the Department of Psychology, Nnamdi Azikiwe University Oka, has as theme Psychological Assessment and Management of Substance Use Disorder. The two-day workshop, which is carried out physically and virtually, sought to update members' knowledge and capacity on issues concerning substance use disorder assessment and management and other new and topical issues and tools in clinical psychology, such as cognitive behavioral therapy, addiction severity index, screening test, and motivational interviewing. Leading the discussion with a look at the overview of substance use disorder in Nigeria, the National President, National Association of Clinical Psychologists, Professor Emmanuel Abikoye, said a careful policy direction that will prioritize the needs of Nigerians will be the first step in addressing the rising cases of mental health challenges in the society and reduce the tendency to resort to substance use and abuse to cope with unhealthy situations. Professor Abikoye also urged President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to sign into law the Nigerian Council of Psychologists Establishment Bill, saying when operational, the law will help Nigerians seeking psychological services to have easy and affordable access to quality and professional help. In a response after being inducted as an honorary fellow of the Nigerian Association of Clinical Psychologists, the Vice-Chancellor Nnamdi Azikiwe University Oka, Professor Charles Esimone, promised that the university will invest in and commercialize a digital psychoanalytic tool developed by the university that will help in providing support to people seeking psychological services.
I want to thank NACP in a special way for this honor. Call me anytime, give me any assignment. As a fellow, you count on me, I will deliver.
Other speakers at the training, including the immediate past president, Nigerian Psychological Association, Professor Michael Ezenwa, Chairman, Board of Trustees, Nigerian Association of Clinical Psychologists, Professor Peter Bibo, and the renowned clinical psychologist, Professor Harry Obinwosu, said the increasing rate of substance use disorders are due to public policies made by people in government, urging policymakers to bear the mental health of the populace in mind when making policies. Later in an interview with the ABS, the head Department of Psychology, Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, Dr. Chukwemeko Okoye, expressed happiness that the department is hosting this year's workshop and said that the workshop will better equip clinical psychologists, especially the participants, with the necessary tools to withstand the burst of drug and other dangerous substance use and abuse in the country. From Nnamdi Azikiwe University in Oka, I am David Okwasi reporting for ABS News.
Over 70 youths across the state have been registered into the 2023 Gary Skill Acquisition and Empowerment Scheme, which will run for a period of 6 months to 1 year. The event, which doubles as a birthday celebration of the founder, president of the Great Anambra Youth Renaissance Initiative, Gary, Mr. Iloka Ebunike, was held at the night of St. Molumba Hall, Onitsha. Correspondent Faith Onyemuche has the details.
Great Anambra Youth Renaissance Initiative Gary is a non-governmental organization committed to building and empowering young people through skills, training, empowerment, mentorship, scholarship, and lots more. In his opening remark, the chairman on the occasion, Chief Austin Ogwejofor, commended Gary for impacting the lives of young people positively. Chief Ogwejofor, who was represented by Engineer Chekube Ochiara, charged the participants to be focused on their learning while promising his full support.
We are here for a better future for our youth. Crime rate in Anambra State will reduce with this innovation. With the help of our new governor, Soludo, by the grace of God, Anambra will be great again with him.
Addressing the new intakes, the Commissioner for Youth Development, Anambra State, Honorable Patrick Aramba, said the program falls in line with the vision of Governor Chukwuma Soludo's One Youth, Two Skills initiative, targeted at equipping every Anambra youth with at least one skill, adding that the Ministry of Youth Development will partner with Gary on the project.
Anambra State government would like to partner with Gary area of skill acquisition empowerment program, because I've been monitoring what the Gary is doing. I saw a whole lot of commitments, dedication, and passion.
In an interview with the ABS, the president of Gary, Mr. Iloka Ebunike, said the NGO understands the place of the youth in the agenda of the state government, pointing out that this is the foundation's little way of supporting the vision of the state government to arm every Anambra youth with at least one skill. Mr. Ebunike appreciated the MD Texmaco Limited, Mrs. Chikodiri Umako, MD Anik Wires and Cables, Mrs. Rita Achuzim, the Commissioner for Environment, Honorable Felix Odumegu, the Executive Director, Anambra Internal Revenue Service, Dr. Christian Madubuku, among other affluent individuals sponsoring the project for the past 3 years.
Today we are celebrating them for all they've been doing for Gary. It is not easy to get people together to put up their resources for other persons that they do not know. From registration, we start the scrutiny till we get to the point that we've selected 100 persons out of 500.
Cutting of cake, presentation of award and medal to Gary ambassadors and sponsors form the highlight of the events. From the night of St. Molumba Hall, Onitsha, Faith Onyemuche reporting for ABS.
Vice President Kashim Shettima has decorated the Acting Comptroller General of Customs Adeola Adeniyi at the Presidential Villa, Abuja. Adeniyi's decoration comes 1 week after he was named the Acting Customs Chief by President Bola Tinubu on Monday, June 19, 2023, alongside other new security helmsmen. VP decorated the Acting Inspector General of Police, Kayode Egbetokun, with his new rank on June 20th. From the foreign scenes, Australia, one of the biggest non-NATO contributors to Ukraine, is to send an additional 70 military vehicles to Ukraine as part of its latest military assistance package for the country. Prime Minister Anthony Albanese announced the $110 million Australian dollars package on Monday and told reporters that the plan had been under consideration before the weekend's tumult in Russia. The package will include 28 M113 armored vehicles, 14 special operations vehicles, 28 medium trucks and 14 trailers, as well as an additional supply of 105mm artillery ammunition. Defense Minister Richard Marles said he was proud of the additional support Australia was offering. The family of the late Mr. Ben Okochichi, popularly known as Nzadichie of Umwatulu village in Uguko, Njikoka local government area, has completed the funeral final rites of their father, the late Mr. Okochichi, who is who was aged 86, was the father of a staff of Accounts Department, Anambra Broadcasting Service ABS, Miss Oluchi Okochichi. Correspondent Blessing Dennis was there and now reports.
Born on 18th September 1937, the late Mr. Okochichi died on 23rd March 2023 after a brief illness and has been buried according to his wish. His funeral ceremony, which attracted members of the Catholic Men Organization CMO, Catholic Women Organization CWO, the ABS family, relatives, friends and well-wishers, had the late Mr. Okochichi described as an intelligent, enthusiastic, strong, energetic, hard-working and bona fide member and secretary of the CMO, St. Mark's Catholic Church in Enugu. In his sermon, the officiating priest, Reverend Father Evaristus Ezekwenna, described death as inevitable and irreversible, urging everyone to prepare for the journey to heaven, which according to him is filled with joy in eternity. Reverend Father Ezekwenna prayed God to grant the bereaved family the fortitude to bear the inseparable loss.
ihe niile bụ n'aka Chineke ka ọ dị. Onye bịara n'ụwa Chineke kpọtara ya, onye nwụrụ anwụ Chineke kpọrọ ya, anyị nwa dị ndụ Chineke hapụrụ anyị, onye nwụrụ anwụ Chineke kpọrọ ya, ndị ahụ ha bịa nwụrụ Chineke mee ka ọ dị otu a, ihe niile dị n'aka Chineke.
In speeches, the children of the deceased, Mr. Ifeanyi Chukwu and Chukwebuka, Cynthia and Oluchi, described their father's demise as a painful and traumatic, noting that he was a man of peace, a leader, friend, protector, and counselor.
He's a noble man and he's a straightforward person.
My father is a man of peace. He's a humble man. He's somebody that, when you want to describe him, you can say he's a man of God. He's a man that likes peace, that can give up everything for humanity. In fact, he's a philanthropist.
I'm praying that God will accept. It's not that God will, because I know that God has accepted him already. She gets that he will rest in God's hands and also look after us, because I know that he's still seeing us.
The managing director of the ABS, Sachido Obidiegu, represented by the director of engineering, Engineer Paul Okoye, prayed God to accept the late Mr. Okochichi's soul into his bosom.
To commiserate with our colleague, Miss Oluchi Okochichi, and the mom, Mrs. Okochichi, who also worked with us in ABS. I had to say sorry and to tell them to take heart, because what happened to them also happened to all of us.
Condolences by the relatives and friends climaxed the burial ceremony. From Umatulu village, Enugu, in Njikoka local council area, Blessing Dennis, ABS News.
Before we go, remember to log on to our social media handles in many parts of the world for news and programs on our Facebook. You can like us at Anambra Broadcasting Service. Go on to YouTube at Anambra ABS Television Oka, on Twitter and Instagram at ABS Radio TV. You can also log on to our website at www.absradiotv.com. Now the major points that made the news again this morning. Anambra State Government to use sports sector in improving state's economy. Participants have appreciated organizers of Anambra Shine the Light reality TV show. Vice President Shatima has decorated new acting customs chief. And from the foreign scene, we told you Australia has sent military package to Ukraine. Governor Chukuma Soludo has come for a total turnaround maintenance of the Anambra State economy and promotion of core Igbo values. Let's give him maximum support for the task ahead. That's all on the news this morning. My name is Uchechukwu Ibonam. The Good.